Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise integers. You people on Google Meet, we have already discussed about the assessment that you're going to get. So you're going to get this chapter in your assessment, and in that Google Meet only we asked you to send the problems that you have in integers. So on the basis of it, I have planned this class today. Okay, so I'm going to cover almost all those topics which are not clear to you in integers. Try and listen very carefully, and after this video we'll be sending you a Google form, and in that Google form the questions will be based on this video only. And if you are able to do those questions, then you can actually judge yourself whether this topic is clear to you or not. Plus, along with this, you will be able to mark yourself present in the maths class as well. Okay, so let's start. You know all what are integers? Yes, what are integers? The negative numbers plus whole numbers. When we take negative numbers and whole numbers, so the combination of both are called integers. Now, when we add and subtract two numbers or two integers or more than two integers, then what we do? So we'll start with it, the addition and subtraction of integers. So when we add or subtract, when we take two integers only, so there can be following cases, that when I am taking two integers and my both the integers are positive. I'm taking two integers and both the integers are negative. Or I have a case when I am taking two integers out of which one is positive and the other one is negative. Or first one is negative and the other one is positive. Then what we do? Okay, so when both the integers that we have taken are positive, or when both the integers that we have taken are negative, in that case we add those two integers. Okay, and when we take any such integers where one is positive and the other one is negative, one is negative and the other one is positive, then what we do? We subtract those two integers. Okay, so with this, let me take two examples so that this concept is clear to you. First, I said that either we take both positive or both the negative numbers, then we add them. So let's take, I'm taking this example, that I have to solve these two integers, and what we can see here, that both the numbers are negative. So what I have said, when both the numbers are negative, then we add. Minus minus is plus, plus plus is plus, and minus minus is also plus. So what we are going to do, we see the sign with the integers, and on the basis of it we decide whether we have to add those two integers or we have to subtract. So here what we can see, both the signs are negative, minus minus, so minus minus plus. We will add these two integers. So let's add. So 14 and this will be 19. This is step number 1, that on the basis of the sign we have decided that whether we have to add or we have to subtract the two integers. So this is what we have done. Now the second thing which is very important is to put the sign that we have on this answer. So what will be the sign? Sign is always, we put sign of the bigger number. So if I see these two numbers 14 and 5, now when I say that we put the sign of the bigger number, then we don't see this sign right now here with the numbers. We only see the numbers. Means I will not see the sign here. I will only see that what we have. I have 14 with me and I have 5. So out of 14 and 5, which number is greater? 14 is greater. So, and the sign along with 14 is minus. So my answer is also negative. So when I add minus 14 and minus 5, answer is minus 19. Now let's take one more example. Let's take the same numbers and let's change the sign. Okay. So this time what I have minus 14 plus 5. So I have two integers that have opposite sign. So plus minus or minus plus is minus. We subtract. Means plus minus or minus plus is minus. Same sign add, opposite sign subtract. So this time we'll subtract these two integers. So when we subtract the two integers, answer is 9. This is the operation that we have done. Now we have to put the sign here. So to put the sign, again as I said that we see the numbers that we have and we find out which number is greater. So out of 14 and 5, which is greater? 14 again is greater here, and the sign along with 14 is minus, so we put minus. Okay, never do this that minus minus is plus, so here it will be plus. No, it is never according to the operation, it is always according to the sign on the bigger number. So in both the cases, the bigger number is 14 and the sign along with 14 is minus. And how we see the bigger number? We do not see the sign. We only see the numerical value, which is 14 and 5. And 14 and 5 means 14 is greater, which is negative here. So answer is also negative. Okay. Now let's take step number 2, which says if along with this plus and minus sign we have brackets as well. So let's take any question in which we have bracket as well. So suppose 20. Okay. Now in this question we have more than means this is 29. So this is plus 29. Yes. So now in this question if we see, we have two sign here with this 4. One is outside the bracket and one is inside the bracket. So if any question is like that, then what we do? We always solve the bracket first and then we add and subtract as according to the body mass. So we'll apply the same method here. We'll first solve the bracket and then we'll add and subtract. So how we solve the bracket? So there can be following cases when we solve a bracket. These many cases are possible. Let's take a number also so it will be easy for you. I am taking 10. Everywhere I am taking a number 10. Okay. So if any number is written like this, then what we have to do? We have to solve this first. These two sign we have to change and make it 1. And how we do it? We use the same concept as we have discussed just now. That my plus is plus. Minus minus is plus. Plus minus is minus and minus plus is minus. So plus is plus, so this will become plus 10. Minus minus is plus, so this will become plus 10. Plus minus is minus, so this is minus 10. And minus plus is again minus, so minus 10. Okay, so as discussed, same sign positive, same sign positive, opposite sign negative. Okay, so we are going to use this concept over here to do these type of questions. So what we'll do, if the question is a straight away, so we simply solve it. But if a bracket is there, then we solve the bracket. So now in this question, 29 plus minus, opposite sign, plus minus is minus. So we'll put a minus sign. Okay. Now if you see these numbers, so this 29 is positive, no sign means it is positive. So plus 29 and minus 4. Plus minus is minus. So we will subtract these two numbers. Okay. So 29 minus 4 is 25. Now we have to put the sign of the bigger number. Now if I see these two numbers, so 29 and 4. 29 is greater? Yes. And 29 is positive. So 25 is also positive. Okay, the answer of this will be plus 25. Now this same concept we can apply even if I have more than two numbers. So let's take an example where we have more than two numbers. Now in the same question only if I add more than two numbers. Okay, let's do this. I am adding 10. Now I have three numbers here. Okay, and along with it we have a bracket as well. So what is the first step? Is to solve the bracket. After that we'll do anything else. So the first step says solve the bracket. So we will solve the bracket first. So 29 will remain as it is. Plus 10 will remain as it is because there is no bracket with it. The only bracket that we have is with this number. So let's solve this. Plus minus 4. Okay. Now what we can do, we can solve these two numbers and whatever is the answer we can then further solve it by this number. This is one thing. And the other thing is arrange. Add all positive numbers or write all positive numbers together and write all negative numbers together. If we do so, then it will be easy for us to solve. So what I am going to do, I am going to arrange. So how I am going to arrange, I will write all my positive numbers together and then I will write the negative numbers. So 29 is positive, I am writing it first. Okay, I am changing the place as we do in the classroom, that we don't let anyone sit on one place. We keep changing the place of the students. So what I am doing, I am taking all my positive numbers one side and negative number one side. Okay, so I am not sending anyone out of the classroom. Everyone is there in the class. I am just changing the places. So what I am doing, I am bringing this plus 10 over here and then I am writing my minus number here. So I am adding first and then I am subtracting. Okay, now plus plus. Now forget about this third number. This is arranged now. Forget about it. Okay, only focus on the first two numbers. That says plus plus. This is a normal whole numbers or any numbers you can say that we have to add. So 29 plus 10. 29 plus 10 is 39. So we'll add them 39. Okay, so these two numbers we have solved. Now what are we left with? We are left with minus 4. So let's write minus 4. Now solve it. Now 39 minus 4. So 39 minus 4 is 35. Okay. Now let's do one more question. Let's take 4 numbers. Okay. So here I have taken 4 numbers. The method will be same. Everything will remain the same. So don't get confused if you have 3 numbers or 4 numbers written together. Okay, don't worry. You just have to solve them as we solve one number or we solve 2 numbers. So we have bracket. So the first thing is to solve the bracket. So 14 is not having any bracket. It will remain as it is. Now the second number is 3. That has 2 sign here. Plus and minus. Plus minus opposite sign. So subtract. Again. Plus minus is minus. So minus 2. Okay, are you getting what we are doing? We are solving these two numbers, plus minus minus, plus minus minus, and then we are writing 3, then we are writing 2. Now last number is minus minus plus. So now as I said in the previous question that we'll arrange them. We'll write all positive numbers together, we will write all negative numbers together. So if we arrange them, then it is every time easy to solve them. So I am going to write my positive numbers together. 14 is positive, 5 is positive. 3 is negative, 2 is negative. So they will come together and these two will come together. So 14 and plus 5. Minus 3 and minus 2. Now what we do, we solve them separately. Means we solve all positive together, we solve all negative together and then we finally solve them. Okay, so right now forget about these two. 14 plus 5. 14 plus 5 is 19. Yes. Now forget about these two. Forget about this much part. Now focus on this only. Minus 3 and minus 2. Minus minus is plus. So we will add them. So 3 and 2 is 5. So we will write 5. Now both the numbers are negative. 3 is greater, it has a negative sign, so this is also minus. Okay, now we will see the rest of the question. So what we have done, 14 plus 5 is 19, and if I see this part, then minus minus is plus, so these two are added and the sign with both the numbers are negative, so my answer is also negative. Now I will solve further. Now 19 is positive and 5 is negative, so plus minus is minus, so 19 minus 5 is 14. This is the answer. Okay, so I hope these type of questions are now clear to you, that how to solve them. These questions are same, simple. There are few rules that you always have to follow. First is First, always solve the bracket. Second is try and arrange them. When you arrange them, then it becomes easy to solve them. Now, add positive numbers, add negative numbers, and then finally subtract. Okay. Now I am taking the second topic, that is absolute value. So what is absolute value? Absolute value of any integer is its numerical value regardless of the sign. Now what does this mean? Absolute value is the numerical value, the number value, okay, regardless of the sign. Means we will not consider the sign, we will only see the number. That is what absolute value say. So this means what? If I have any number that is minus 18, and this is the sign of the absolute value, these two bars. If I have any number that is positive 18, okay. So what is this they are asking? Absolute value of minus 18, absolute value of 18. So absolute value is the number value, numerical value regardless of the sign. So if I take the absolute value of minus 18, it is plus 18. If I take absolute value of 18 plus 18, it is 18. The number is 18, so the answer is also the numerical value. The absolute value is also 18. So whether a number is negative or a number is positive, its absolute value is always positive. Okay, let's take one more example. Absolute value of 29 is 29, and absolute value of minus 29 is also 29. Okay. Now with the help of this, what we can do, we can compare numbers. Now in this only, if I say, let's take two different cases. If I take only the numbers, if I take only minus 18 and minus 16 and I ask you which number is greater, then what you will say? This is negative sign, so the smaller number becomes the bigger number and the bigger number becomes the smaller number. So if we see only the number, then 16 is smaller, but since it is negative, so the smaller number becomes the bigger number. So the number that is greater here is minus 16. But when they ask for the absolute value, then they want you to write the absolute value first and then compare the numbers. So if I write the absolute value of minus 18, so absolute value of minus 18 is 18, and absolute value of minus 16 is 16. Now if I compare them, then which is greater? Then this is greater. So what we can say is absolute value of minus 18 is greater than absolute value of minus 16. Okay, and when I can bring any number out of this absolute value sign when I have only one number. Now this we will do, means if I have more than two number inside the absolute value sign. So if, let's take two different cases. Minus 19 plus, and if I take, so see, these are two different questions, absolutely different questions. First one is saying absolute value of 19 plus absolute value of minus 9. Okay, and what this question is saying, minus 9 and 19, this, solve this, then absolute value of this. Okay, so in this question, we have to first find out absolute value of this. Then we have to add. What we have to add? The absolute value of this. So this is absolute value of minus 19 is 19 plus absolute value of 9 is 9. Minus 9 is 9. Now we can add them. Okay. So this will become 28. Now if I see this part, this says that we have to first solve the numbers that are inside the absolute value sign. There should be always one number when we remove the absolute value sign. But here I have more than one number, so I have to solve them first. Okay, so minus minus is plus, minus minus is plus, so I will add these two numbers. So when you add these two numbers, it is 28, and the sign here with 19 is minus, so the answer is also minus. So when I add these two, it is minus 28. Now we have to find out the absolute value. So absolute value of minus 28 is 20. Okay, so these are the types of question that you get for absolute value. What you get? Two types. First type says find the absolute value since only one number is inside it. Find the absolute value, then add. Why? Because this sign, positive sign, is outside the absolute value sign. There is no sign in there is no absolute value with this number. But here what we can see, that two numbers are inside the absolute value sign. So you have to solve them first and then remove your absolute value sign. Okay. Now I hope this absolute value is also clear to you. Now I am going to take just one more question, which is very important as well. Now till now, whatever we have done, as we have given you skills, we in Google Meet we have discussed about this, that we will be covering 3 skills, that is computation, conceptual and application. So all these questions that we have discussed till now, what are we doing here? We are doing all calculations here. So with the help of this, what we can check? We can check your computation skill. Plus, when I say that minus minus is plus, or I say plus plus is plus, so this is what the concept of integer is. So these questions also cover your conceptual skills. Okay. Now let me take this question. The sum of two integers is 25. If one of them is 35, find the other. Now what they are saying, that the sum of two integers, when they are adding, I am just taking any two numbers, suppose a and b. When we add them, the answer is coming 25. This is what they are saying, sum of two integers is 25. So when I add them, answer is coming 25. Now they are saying one of them is 35. So I know what is one of them. It is 35. You have to find out the other number. Okay. So same question if I take in a simpler manner. Okay. If I say that I have 10 toffees. Okay. And I give 5 toffees to my best friend. So how many toffees are left with me? 5. Yes, very good. So I have 10 toffees. I gave 5 toffees to my friend. So how many toffees are left with me? 5 toffees. So how I did it? I've subtracted these two numbers. When I subtract out of the whole result, from the result, when I subtract the one of the number, what I get the other number. So in this, if I do 10 minus 5, I get 5. Let's take one more example. That I have 12 bananas and I gave 7 bananas to my friend. So how many bananas are now left with me? So I left with 5 bananas. And how I get it? 12 minus 7. Similarly in this question also, to find out the other number, what we will do, whatever is the answer, whatever is the final result, from that final result we will subtract this. We will not see which number is big and which number is small, because we are talking about integers here. Okay. So whatever is the result, from this result, if I subtract this number, I get my other number. So to get the other number, so what will be the other number? From the sum, from the result, or from the total, that is 25 I am getting. I have to subtract one of the number. So I will subtract one of the number, that is 35. Now what is happening here? The result is smaller and one of the number is bigger. Why? Because we are talking about integer. This is what we have to learn here. Integers, yes. So when I subtract these two, so what will happen? We'll use the concept of integer. Plus minus is minus. So we'll subtract these two numbers. So 35 and 10. For 25, answer is 10. Now put the sign of the bigger number. Here if I see only the numbers, then which is bigger? 35 is bigger. And a minus sign is with it. So we'll put a minus sign. So the first number, the other number is minus 10, and that is why the sum of these integers is 25. Now let's check this also. If I add 35 and minus 10, if I add 35 and minus 10, since it was minus 10, so I put a bracket. So plus minus minus, so minus 10, and 35 minus 10 is 25, and that's why the sum of the two numbers is coming 25. So I hope this much is clear to you. Once this video is over, do the Google form and mark yourself present, as well as you'll be able to check yourself. Thank you so much.